Mavs lose again. This is Strikeout Beer. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Strikeout Beer podcast. I'm RD, flying solo tonight. Oh, buddy. Mavs fans, what the heck is going on? They got close at the end. I mean, they really did. They jumped up. They had a chance. But, oh, buddy. Celtics run away with this one, 105-98. I hopped in when I got like plus 12 on the spread there. And I was like, you know what? Why not? But unbelievable. Cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday. Not for Mavs fans, obviously. Celtics just take them to task. Cheers. Yeah, there's nothing, not a whole lot you can do about that. Again, they lost the other night. They lost tonight. Mavericks had them in the first quarter, though, 28-25, and then Boston bounces back 29-23 in the second quarter. What's up, Lizzie Bing? How we doing? Third quarter, 29-23 again. That's an odd note, is it not? And then Mavs, they brought it on in the fourth, 24-22 there. Final score, 105-98. I think, what is it? Luka had himself a nice little triple-double. It was cool. I picked up him. What was it? I got Tatum, and I picked Luka for double-doubles. And, yeah, there you go. Nice little easy cash on underdog. You know. Man, unbelievable. It was a hell of a weekend for me. It was a long weekend. I really don't even remember Friday. But grandkids came over. What are we doing? We're hanging around doing jackass. End up going to like Dave and Butt. We're in the pool all day yesterday. In the pool all freaking day. That's why I'm so, well, you really can't see here, but I'm red everywhere. Everywhere. Hung out, and then was like, you know what, let's go to Dave & Buster's. I'll have a couple beers. We'll let the kids play some games, screw around a little bit. I had like a couple thoughts about the whole tipping thing that we were talking about a week or so ago. And we'll put it on Sports Center SVP. But I was like, I'm not tipping anymore. If I walk up, if I'm standing there and ordering, I'm not tipping. I'm just not doing it anymore. So that's what happened. I was like, we went to El Taco, and I was like, you know what? Let's get a couple street tacos with some elote or whatever, and then we'll hang out just for a little bit. And I was like, okay, they flipped the screen over me. Like, oh, this isn't happening. I'm good. And just hit no. And it does feel weird because I've tipped like my entire life. And now I'm like, I've just had enough. It's not like this is a normal, it's not like a regular restaurant where these are waiters. It's not wait staff where they're making $3 an hour. You know what I mean? There's no way. And so anyhow, it was like, nah, not today. And then I think we had, and like I said, we went out, we spent all day in the pool. I was doing yard work. I was pool, yard work, hanging out, having some beers. And then we're like, yeah, we'll go out to Dave & Buster's anyways. So everything out there is really expensive as far as like tickets and things go. Hey, Snowman, what's up, man? How you doing? How do you feel about this 2-0 Boston just stranglehold on Dallas? Is there any chance in hell that the Mavs can somehow, just get a win? They're going to probably win. I thought they were going to win tonight. They're game 2 heroes, right? But anyhow, head on out, and then here comes the bill. I was like, okay, cool. So there was $50 in beer and food, and then there was $100 in gift cards, like the little tickets, things that you pay, tokens. Ends in 4. Oh, sweep. Oh God, put the dagger in it. And so I'm like, all right, I'm not tipping on the $100 of tokens I had to buy. I'm tipping on the services, the beers and the food and whatever. And so I tipped $10, and I was like, all right, hang on, man. Later, And then we've had, this morning we had Uber Eats pull up, and there's always a standard number because I don't order for very far away from my house, so it's like a less than a 2 or 3 minute ride. So I always give like the same dollar amount, like just flat, like $5, right? And then did the same thing for like, kids were in the pool all day. We've been sitting around like just lounging. And so I dropped another little, order from Domino's right down the street. It was like, I have $5. They already they charge you $5 for delivery anyways. Uber Eats charge you $8 for delivery. And I'm like, all right, with taxes and fees and their fees and whatever. So anyhow, I was like, This is just how I am now. I'm not doing the over tipping. I just can't do it. Can't do it anymore. It's just not going to be my thing. But if you deliver something to me, or I'll still tip 20%. Obviously, if I get good service and, we're having like we're at dinner or something like that, I'm in. I am in. But I can't do it if I take Lizzie to Starbucks or something and they flipped it. They haven't asked in a while. Actually, the one next to our house, they don't even pull like the little screen out. They don't flip the thing on you, nothing like that. They just kind of move it along. I don't know who this lady is that's calling the NBA Finals. I can't stand her voice. I don't know what it is. Doris Burke, there's her name. I don't know how she got this damn job. I don't know what's going on, but her voice is just, it kills me. And apparently I'm not the only one. Everyone on Twitter, when they found out that she was going to be calling the game, and JJ Redick's there too, she's going to be calling the game. Everyone was like, yeah, I got to listen to it on mute. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure game one, she didn't say a word for like the first half. And then all of a sudden, she starts chatting it up. I don't know. She doesn't bring anything to the table as far as talking wise. Anyway, but yeah, so Snowman's calling it in 4. I don't know. That's some tough action right there. The Mavs are officially in trouble. I kind of thought that, the Celtics, they just they didn't play anybody. Everybody they played in the playoffs either had their star hurt, didn't play anybody or whatever. And it was easy sledding. And man, they are just as good as advertised. Yeah, just as good. Luka put up 32 points. Kyrie had 16. Washington had 17. I went the over on that. He went 4 for 4. Ooh. 1 for 5 for three-pointers. You know what I don't understand? The missed free throws. Luka shoots 50%. He went 4 from 8 for free throws. How is P.J. Washington and Jones shooting better for 100% for those guys? Kyrie hit 2 for 2. I don't understand. Don't understand. And they made a comment about it tonight as well. Like, they had the same amount of shots or something like that, or chances, right? They're shooting 66% or 66.7% as a team. 16 for 24 free throws. That's just absurd. Shooting 23% for threes. It's not going to get it done. Shot 47.5% from the field. 38 for 80. But unfortunately, Celtics were just a little bit better. They went 10 for 39 for 3. They 95% of their 95% of the free throws. I'm terrified. Snowman, did you already make this prediction? I jumped into your show the other day, and I was like, let me. And I popped in. I got a meeting request and a phone call like immediately after, so I had to lower you down. But I left my phone up because I like to see the comments and check you out like that, And there's sometimes I think on YouTube it'll do the real quick, closed caption and things like that. So, but yeah, I'll have you up. And I'll throw you up on the TV as well. In here we got 2, and I work right back there. So it's like easy for me on Mondays and Thursdays when I'm just hanging around the house. When I'm in the office, it makes it a little bit difficult. But yeah, my goodness. So let me go ahead and refresh. What's Bovada got for the? All right, so Celtics are minus 750 favorites for the series. Mavericks plus 500. Do they have the next game out yet? I don't know if they have the next game out. I'm gonna look real quick. Basketball. I don't think it got it. Not yet. Oh, there it is. So right now, the Mavs are a 1.5 favorite in Dallas. They get back to Dallas on the 12th, Wednesday. So 7:30 tip. The over-under set at 213. Right now, the Mavs are a minus 125 favorite. Man. Can they get one? I mean, I doubt they're going to get swept. I don't think they'll get swept. I just don't see that happening. This week, I probably won't be around. I mean, I don't know why I said I probably won't be around. Well, I guess it still is kind of up in the air. As y'all know, I head to Vegas for little day trips every so often, and Wednesday is going to be one of those day trips where I take off and head out to Vegas for just a day. We were supposed to leave at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. It got bumped to like 11 already. So, and I'm not catching the red eye home. That was the thing. When I head out there, I generally leave at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll catch the 12:55 flight home. So essentially, we're in Vegas. Like Lizzie drops me off at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and I was like, all right, I'll see you in 24 hours. And she's just like, she goes back to work and all that shit, and I'm like, all right. And then me and Alan we just walked the strip, have fun. Hell, we ran it. We were chatting with Pete Rose. He was signing autographs in the Mandalay Bay, the walkway there, and whatnot. Dylan, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate the like. Thank you. So yeah, it just got a day trip this week, so I won't be able to do the SB baseball or the SB fantasy football or Strikeout Beer. All those happen on Wednesday. They're live streams. They start about I think 7 for the baseball, 7:30 for football, 8 o'clock for the SB or for Strikeout Beer, but just won't happen this week for me. Hopefully Alan can keep it going, just depending on if he's got I know he's got something else that just popped up, so there's a lot on that guy's plate. So we'll see what happens. I was trying to get him to go out of town with me. I was like, just go, man, let's go. And what are you gonna do? It's the way it goes. Oh, we are live currently on X, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Big audience over there on X. And appreciate everybody stopping in, having a beer. It's been a long weekend, long week. I was sick earlier this week where it was like, it felt like the flu, but without the fever. So then I was like, I got a sinus infection. So I popped some antibiotics and was good to go in in a day or so. Yeah, about 2 days. I was good. Good to go. Whew. And then next week, like I said, day off on Wednesday. Following week is it's a holiday week. Before you know it, July is going to be here. I was already counting the days down on SB Fantasy Football for the beginning of the season. We got 50-something days until there's actual football, like Hall of Fame game, right? And then there was less than 90 days for the start of the season. I'm in. I'm here for that. So, but yeah, I don't know what the hell. I don't know how to feel about the Celtics and Mavs. I don't know how to feel about the Mavs. I don't know why. Why in the hell they're playing so bad? They're just not. Kyrie's getting 16, like I said. 32 for Doncic. You're not getting any points off you got, what? 6, 7, 8, 9 points off the bench. That isn't going to get it done either. Porzingis, man. That game one with Porzingis was nuts. He came out crazy. All right, the news conference is going on right now. Luka he doesn't look happy. Looks like he just woke up. He's got the flu or some shit. He's got an orange Gatorade in his hand. He's chugging. He just wants to have a beer. Get the guy a beer. He had 32 points, 12 for 21 field goals, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 8 turnovers. It's too many. Way too many. I would turn it up. I actually should stream it for you, but they're just going to talk about, next game. We're just going to go, we're going to go to the next game. Old School's in the house. What's up, brother? How are we doing? What's your thoughts on tonight's game? Can the Mavs win one? That's my question to everybody. Can the Mavs win one freaking game? Can they? Snowman says no. He goes, they're gonna get swept. Ends in 4 games. So you're telling me it's gonna end on was it next Saturday? Let's see what games we got going on here. I didn't watch the NHL game, the NHL finals. That one, I was at Dave & Buster's. They didn't have it on. They had San Antonio soccer on. There was some other crazy obscure sports game. And I was like, what the hell's going on? There's the NHL finals are on. I know the Stars got bounced. I know it. I hate it. But come on. Come on, buddy. Now, what is it doing? Why is it doing this to me? There we go. So, All right. So game Wednesday, June 12th, 7:30. And then game 4 is Friday, 7:30. Both in Dallas. That's bonkers. It does make me nervous. Like the snowman said that. So, old school, how you doing tonight, bud? Felt like Luka knows his team isn't as good as Boston. He's the best player, though. Yeah, he is. He's best. And when him and Kyrie are running hot, they're great. But, yeah, I think they just ran into like a super force. Tatum and Brown are just too freaking good. I mean, Brown was the East MVP, right? It wasn't even Tatum. Tatum had kind of a rough game. Let's see. Celtics have never lost an NBA Finals with a 2-0 lead. They are 8-0. Yikes. That's a problem. That's a problem there. I wish I was in Vegas. I'd lay a couple bucks down on it or whatever. I don't really do I do, there's a couple sites that I use. Let me see if I got my little underdog notification. Cha-ching. All right. Yeah, I won. How about that? Ooh. Yeah, I'll be in there Wednesday. Let's see. Boston's big guy got injured late. Maybe that messes them up some. Maybe. Wow. Yeah, they're doing side by side. I mean, yikes. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 75% field goals in the finals game. That's Drew Holiday. Oof. There you go. No idea. Like now, actually, I feel like the sweep could happen. I do. Like I typed. All right, so let's be honest here. So I typed this up and got it ready because it looked like there was zero chance that Dallas was going to win this game. I was like, okay, they're just falling apart again. Boston's running away with it, and then they close it with it. They get within 5. They get within 5, or is it 6? 5, 6, with like a minute and 43 seconds left. And Luka gets fouled. And guess what? He clanks a big old fat free throw. They get the ball, and then they get a stop. They get a block. Dallas gets a block. They get the ball, run it up the court, and then there's 3 Celtics ready to swat. And they did. They blocked. It's back-to-back blocks from both teams. I'm like, oh, Jesus, that's it. Oh, yeah, breaking news. Darren Waller intends to – oh, actually, he announced he announces his retirement. Boy, that chick did a number on him. Phew. I mean, have you seen her? Yeah, did he do like I didn't watch the music video. I didn't do it. I did not click on that link. I did not watch that video. I just couldn't. It just seems so strange to watch something like that. I'm like, nah, not tonight, baby. Not tonight. It's like, and then FC Dallas fires their head coach, Nico Estevez. Why did I say that weird? Estevez. Oof. Crazy night. Long weekend. Like I said, got a long week ahead of me. I'll be at the house tomorrow. I work from home on Monday. And there's so much yard work and things that have to be done. We had that massive storm out here, and it just wrecked our entire neighborhood. There's trees still laying there. Like, there was trees like laying on houses, snapped in half, and whatnot. And the city's out here trying to pick most of that stuff up, but it did. It just flew. I mean, we didn't have a tornado. We didn't have a hurricane or anything like that, but it was 90 miles an hour wind. Like, I was like, where the hell is this wind coming from? And it did. Panthers and Oilers play tomorrow. They're in Florida, 7 p.m. Central Time. I can't wait to watch that. It'll be fun. I want to see if the Oilers can actually get a win here. But yeah, so been doing all that and like looking at the trees. I'm like, all right, I got to trim this. I got to do this. And everything kind of just falls back on me. The kids are out of the house. My older son is out of the country. I'm like, oh, buddy, I just need some help. But, man, Boston looks cool. I'll be up there in August. We're supposed to go up there at 90 mile an hour. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I heard it was 84, and I was like, that's a bit high. And Lizzie was like, no, they actually just measured. They called it in or whatever, and it was like 91 or 90 or something like that. And knock on wood, let me go ahead and do it. I'll do it one more time. But, yeah, nothing happened to our house other than just some wind. We lost power. Some limbs came down. It kind of thinned out the trees a little bit, We did have some limbs and leaves all over the place, but yeah, no, it's just been cleaning up for like a week now. So it is what it is. And everything seems to be fine. Well, I guess it's been 2 weeks. Yeah, it was like Memorial Day weekend. That Monday night, it's crazy. Like I said, when I looked outside, the wind's blowing so hard and it's raining so hard, you couldn't really see anything. Like, you're just like looking out, you just hear all the noise and you can hear the wind. And then when you saw the lightning in the background, that's when you saw the trees flying around and just going back and forth. There's a shed that got picked up and chunked like a mile. Ugh, buddy. And then if you go so there's creeks and whatnot. So the housing kind of goes around the creek, right? They back up to them and we went over to one. And there's nothing but like trampolines and shit. Like all of, I mean, they just gone. I'm like, yep, that sucks. My mom had another big limb fall. Dang weak maple tree loses limbs every time. Yep. All the maples, they all got drilled. I got 3 oaks in my yard. Well, I got 2 oaks now because I chopped one down. But, and you go walking around all the oaks held on. But yeah, we're fine though. Everything's good. But just still picking up the pieces and picking up and trimming back on trees and making improvements and things like that. So, yeah, I don't know like I said, I don't know what to think about this finals. I'll generally watch. I think in general, I'll watch the finals and I don't really care. I'm just like, okay, whatever. But since the Mavs are in it, I'm like, okay, I want the Mavs to win. Well, I must be bringing all this bad luck. Or the Celtics are just that damn good. The Celtics have only lost 2 games throughout the entire playoffs. That's it. They are flying through teams. It's got to be the best Celtics team in forever. I can't remember the last time they actually had a really good game or a really good team like this, like built like this. The odds just changed again. Now negative 800 for the Celtics to win the series. Let's see if the points and everything's the same. Mavericks still a negative 125. Yep, there you go. All right, so I'm probably going to knock out a couple. I got to do some, we got a beer review that's dropping on Tuesday that Alan and I did together. I'll probably do not a live stream, but I'm going to drop another episode. I'm going to do a beer review, talk about some breweries, things like that. And then we'll bounce into something else. And like I said, I'm probably not going to be around Wednesday unless they change my flight again where I can't get out and get back in, because that's the whole thing with day trips, right? It's a window, right? 12 hours where you got to get in, get out, and they already took away 5 hours of that day, 6 hours of that day. So now we're going out there and we're just like, okay, we'll be there on the ground for probably about 5 hours. I thought about flying in the night before and just staying somewhere, but we're going to be in Vegas in August. So I was like, nah, this was just to have a little bit of fun. Just go in for a day. Like the time Alan and I went, we brought our significant others, and my mom tagged along as well. We went out there. I think our flight got delayed, so we didn't get there till like 10 or 11. And then we flew home at like 5 or 6 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was kind of early. And then they caught the later flight home. And holy hell, we got destroyed. Like, we were doing good. We were just maintaining. And then all of a sudden we're in the Monte Carlo. Yeah, that's how long ago this was. The Monte Carlo doesn't exist anymore. It's now it's MGM Park MGM. And we sit down at this roulette machine, or the big roulette machine. It was a machine. Yeah. So you had like individual seats and all that kind of stuff and whatnot. So waitress comes over, and that is the key out there, is that you tip. And you're like, hey, we're going to be here for a minute. Just come back and see us here in a little bit. We got a beer. Next time she showed up, we got shots. Next time she showed up, we got beers, shots. And, you can't do 2 at a time. Well, some of them will let you do it. Some of them don't care. But, she's walking in and out with 4 or 5 shots, 4 or 5 beers every single time. Start asking questions. But, yeah, every single time. She got the initial tip was either $10 or $20. Like, hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're going to be here. And then every time after that, it was like $1 or $2 each drink. We're like, just keep them freaking coming. Let's see. They're pretty stacked. All five players can drop 30 any night. Yeah, old school. I think you're right. Yeah, there's no doubt to that. They don't. There's another thing too. You don't see a lot of assist going down right now for the Mavs. And that's kind of Luka's game, right? He waits for the team to kind of double team him, and he finds the open guy. Well, Boston plays such great defense, each man, where they don't double. They don't have to double. And so he's just sitting there like, okay, now what? Let me I'm going to run into you. And then a little step back fade away. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it don't go. Effing way she goes, man. Man, I love the Trailer Park Boys. So, but yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Oof. Another wild night. Another wild weekend, another wild week. And it's only June, people. That's right. So I'm going to get out of here. I hear Lizzie calling me. She's like, come to bed. Hey, baby, come to bed. We taught, before we go, we taught the grandkid how to swim today, or this weekend, and we taught the dog how to swim this weekend. That's what you get. There you go. That's what I wanted to wait. It's like, Tilly had a blast out by the pool. She had her own little cabana. Fan going on her. She'd get up every so often, get a little drink, jump in the pool, cool herself off. But I'm RD. This is Strikeout Beer. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Dylan, old school, Snowman, Lizzie, and all you 45 maniacs on X. Y'all have yourself a great night. We appreciate it. We love you. I'm out of here. Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer.